Yeah, gotta put Q down. Gotta put Q down. Making sure. Making sure. There we go. Alright, I gotta go here. Oh, okay. That's cool. What do you mean I have to... What? What are you doing? Jeez. There we go. How the hell did you get logged out? How is that possible? What in the what? And now we're just playing these type of games where you're taking 12 years to load up. Wow, okay. This is really happening. This is crazy. This is actively crazy. What is going on? Okay, okay. So, this is fun. This is fun. This is really fun. I can't. I don't know what's going on. Oh wow. You know what? Just take all of this off. Just take all of this off. No, don't even do nothing. Just take all of it off. Sorry guys. I am dealing with something here which is confusing me as to why this was happening in the first place. Why was that so difficult? First of all, how did I get signed out of my own account? That's number one. How did I get signed out of my own account? Number two, why did it take 12 years for me to get back inside my own account? What? Alright, we are back on, guys. Sorry for that. I don't exactly know what was happening. I was legitimately confused as to why I was signed out of my own account. I couldn't access my channel real quick, so I was trying to get that going. But we are good. All right. Take this. Yeah, sure. And come here so we can actually get this conversation started, because I did say we were gonna talk today. Alright, just do a little bit of yes, and then do a little bit of what the no. Ah, these setups. Oh, these setups, they're so fun. Okay, we should be good to go. I can see everything. All right, we are good. We are good. All right. Sorry for that delay. What's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are enjoying your day. Hope you are enjoying your Monday. Hope you are enjoying your Monday, because I enjoyed my Monday. Obviously, we're coming off of a tough loss. It's not the funnest of situations to be in. You better kick something in, so it's not the funnest of situations to deal with, especially coming off of the loss that we came off of. Because, in all honesty, I can't even lie. Yesterday wasn't really a game that felt like we beat ourselves. It wasn't like a Pittsburgh situation. It wasn't like a Cleveland situation. It just felt that we just lost to a better team. The third quarter, you dominated in time of possession and came with 0 points. Philadelphia didn't do anything in the third quarter and then just went out there and dominated the fourth quarter. When we needed to make stops, we could not make stops. And it was clear as day to everybody that we could not make stops. So that was problematic right there. Get that out of your hands. And it was unfortunate because, you know, the defense, I think the defense overall played really well in that game. The defense over the last 3 weeks have been doing a really great job in getting themselves together. So I really do like what I'm seeing by the defense, and I do hope the defense continues to improve. But what we're seeing from the offense is concerning. And overall, what we're seeing from this team is concerning. You know, you hope that the team itself can get themselves together, but we just gotta be honest. The Ravens are who we thought they were. You know, they're not this huge team that's just gonna dominate the way they were in 2023. This team has a lot of real issues, and if people don't want to recognize these issues and they want to ignore them, that's their prerogative. If Ravens fans want to drink the Kool-Aid, be a blind fan, and just act like everything we've seen so far is not what we've seen, that's their prerogative. They're free to just live in that level of delusion and hope the Ravens get it together. Like I've always said, the most simplistic thing a fan can do is hope their football team wins. That's the most simplistic thing a football fan can do. You just hope. That's all you can do. All you can do is hope your team gets it together. But this squad has real problems, and everybody understands, and everybody can see that this squad has real problems. They have real issues. We don't need to pretend. There's real issues with this football team. And with the current state that they are right now, you can't really sit back and pretend, oh, I'm just not even paying attention. That's it. You cannot sit back and pretend that everything is A-okay. You can't. So, obviously, we're going to sit here and talk about the game. And then we're going to go further on into, you know, what's next for the Ravens as they enter the bye week and what we can hope to expect coming out of the bye week, I guess. We can talk about that. So let's start with the game. Baltimore came out starting off really well. It seemed like they were ready to go early on. You know, you had an early 9-0 start. Philadelphia could not do anything because the Ravens defense was being highly aggressive, and they were making stops when you needed to make stops. So the defense was doing their job. The offense was doing their job. Everything looked great. Everything looked great right up until the Ravens started making mistakes. Lamar missed likely down the field, and then on the next play, there was a fumble, and then after that, give me that pick. And then after that, everything went to hell. I've always said this about the Ravens. If the Ravens play clean football and don't make any mistakes for the most part, they're going to dominate everything. And everybody knows this is just who the Ravens are. However, if the Ravens make any mistakes, that's where you got to be concerned as a fan. You got to catch that. Because as soon as they make mistakes, oh boy, they crumble. If they turn the ball over, they crumble. If they get punched in the mouth, they crumble. I don't know what it is about this football team, man, but they just crumble under the pressure. They just can't handle it. And then in the biggest moments where you need stops, for some reason the defense can play perfect, and then when you need them to make a stop in the biggest moment, they're not there to make a stop in the biggest moment. And it's so conflicting to deal with, because a team that's supposed to be competing for a title should be able to find a way to win these type of games. Yet Baltimore constantly finds themselves in positions where they're not getting it done. They're not winning these games. So yeah, Ravens got off to a 9-0 start. Then they made a mistake. The Eagles scored on back-to-back drives. In the second quarter, obviously. They scored on back-to-back drives. And from that point on, Baltimore couldn't do anything well. They were able to get a field goal just before halftime to make it 14-12. And then after that, they came in the second half and did a bunch of nothing. The touchdown at the end was garbage time. But they did nothing the whole quarter. Now again, part of that has to deal with the fact that Tucker was awful in this game. I mean, if we're gonna look at somebody and say he's the main aspect to blame for the Ravens' loss, I think Tucker takes the biggest he takes the biggest amount of blame here because, again, if he was playing better and actually kicked the ball well and didn't miss those field goals as well as the extra point, Baltimore's not in that situation. But he's just been bad. And it's unacceptable. We love Tucker to death in Baltimore. But this is still the National Football League. And kickers have to do their job. As much as we love Tucker, we know he's going to the Hall of Fame, one of the greatest kickers to ever play. At the end of the day, if he's not going to deliver, he should not be out there. So, in terms of Tucker, he's the biggest aspect that cost us the game. Everybody knows this. But he's obviously not going anywhere. So it's up to him to figure it out. He's in a slump for the first time in his career. It's up to him to figure it out. So yeah, Tucker, primary reason we lost the game, you can make an argument, because despite us, not getting in the end zone, we went down the field multiple times in the third quarter. Should have got 2 field goals out of it and should have had the lead. Tucker just missed the field goals. There's nothing you can do about it. Lamar leads him down the field. You expect Tucker to put points on the board, and Tucker, for the first time in his career, just can't deliver in those moments. And it's just like, well, what do you do? So yeah, we get to the fourth quarter, and it's just a mess. Offensively, the play calling once again was very questionable about Todd Monken. Todd Monken is a good offensive coordinator, and he can come up with some really creative plays. But he just has these moments where his offense just makes no sense. He'll just come up with questionable play calling, really questionable decisions. It's so nasty how Todd Monken can be perfect for most games. But you have a couple games every season where his offense just looks so anemic and broken, and you're just like, well, why is he doing this and not that? Why is he going away from things that are working and choosing to do this? It's so frustrating. Lamar, in this game, he wasn't great. He wasn't good. He was passable. One can argue he was bad. I think the stats don't tell the full story. And I've always been an advocate of watching the game over just looking at the stats. I don't really trust stats because stats don't tell you the full story. You can have a great game statistically. Oh my God, you got to pick that. That's a pick six. Stats don't tell the story. Stats don't tell the complete story. You have to watch the games to get an understanding here. That should have been a pick six. Oh my God. But stats don't tell the whole story. And if you watched it, Lamar missed some throws. Lamar missed a few good throws, and there was some opportunities there for him to at least throw a football, and he just couldn't find it. Zay Flowers was open a few times, and Lamar just could not get him the ball. It's not great. Also, Lamar had opportunities to utilize his legs. And we'll probably have a conversation about that in the bye week. I know some of you guys are definitely going to ask those questions about Lamar. That is something that has to be discussed. Lamar just refusing to run and not utilize his legs is a problem. Oh, God, that's a touchdown, and I just got hit. For some reason, Lamar is refusing to use his legs and take off. Lamar in the press conference said he got cussed out by his mom because he didn't do that. It's weird that Lamar is willingly choosing to not utilize his legs, and I don't know why he's choosing to not utilize his legs. Because we know what Lamar is capable of when he utilizes his legs. I don't understand why he's willingly choosing to not take off when nothing's there, because I don't want him to be involved in design runs. I don't think he needs to be involved in design runs. I don't have a problem in terms of that. I don't think he needs to be involved in design runs. But in terms of taking off, that's the thing Lamar should be doing. If nothing's open, Lamar should absolutely be taking off. You gotta catch that. I hate this game. They never, ever catch these passes. He's right there, and I went for a fourth down because it don't matter. I'm good offensively. I can deal with this team. Let me see. He's gonna throw another pick. That's another pick. That's another pick. Easy, 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 easy. I knew he'd do something dumb. But yeah, it's unfortunate that Lamar is just willingly not choosing to run and take off when the lanes are there for him. But it seems like his mom cussing him out might have woke him up. And I'm interested to see, get off me, I'm interested to see what Lamar's going to do. I don't think he's utilizing his legs. I think he's reading the pass so much more. As any quarterback read the pass, reads, and to run the lanes at once, receivers come open late too. Yeah, I think that's an aspect that talks about it. I was actually thinking about that at work today in terms of Lamar. If you saw that pass with Likely, you would understand that Lamar has advanced so much. What Lamar tried to do on that Likely play is some of the things we see with Patrick Mahomes and like Travis Kelce. Because year 2, year 3, Lamar makes the completion but misses the touchdown there. If you see, Likely's open, and Lamar wanted Likely to turn it upfield because he was coming across the field towards the corner. Lamar wanted him to turn it up so he could hit him in stride, which for what would have been a touchdown. Likely just kept coming forward towards the corner, so that's a miscommunication on them. We've seen plays like that with Patrick Mahomes where he wants his receivers to continue to lean this way, but then turn it upfield so that they can potentially get a touchdown in that. So that's what Lamar was looking for from Likely. They just couldn't connect. And Lamar, a lot of times now, I don't think he's seeing the running lanes the way he was in previous years because he's so focused on the pass and he's waiting for plays to develop and he's seeing what the defense is running. He's like, I can beat them with my arm here. If they run this, they're gonna run that. I need my receivers to run this. I need my receivers to run. Oh God. I need my receivers to do this. I need my receivers to do that. Okay, so if the safety comes down, I know I'm going to throw to this spot. If the safety's going to move up, I can take the underneath. I need this route to develop. Like, Lamar is reading the defense at such a high level that I feel like he's starting to just completely ignore that aspect of running the ball. It just seems like he's so focused and locked in on the aspect of throwing the ball that he's not even looking at running lanes, which I don't think is a bad thing necessarily, but at the same time, Lamar has to utilize some of those gifts he has because, you know, we need Lamar to be able to be Lamar Jackson sometimes. You need that. I got this. Turn and catch. Ugh, I'll take the money. But yeah, Lamar, I think he's just focused more on the pass, that he's not even trying to focus in on anything other than that. So it's an aspect that's unfortunate. It's not unfortunate. It's still great to see Lamar be this type of passer and doing what he's doing. But at the same time, it's like we need Lamar sometimes to be Superman. It's unfortunate, but we need him to be Superman at times. And he has to be able to do those things. But yeah, Lamar wasn't great in this game, but he wasn't terrible. It's probably one of his wasn't his worst performance this season. That still remains to be Pittsburgh. But Lamar didn't have a great game. The numbers just tell a different story, and we know numbers can always be misleading. So I would take those numbers with a grain of salt. In terms of anybody that still cares about awards, because everyone keeps asking me on a week-to-week basis, yes, Lamar Jackson's MVP campaign has come to an end because it's not just about the numbers. It's about performance. I've talked about this. There's several factors that go into the MVP conversation, and with the way Lamar's played and the way the team's looked in recent weeks, even when he's put up good stats, he's lost on like back-to-back key matchups that you're supposed to win in these situations. So, yeah, anybody that actually still cares about that, even though most of us in Baltimore don't give a damn, yeah, that's Josh Allen's MVP to win right now. But, yeah, if he's going to do it again, he's going to do it again. What is with this? He's running the same. He cannot see it. That's 3 picks already. I have baited him 3 times. I keep switching the coverages, and they just can't get it. Now, if I can get my offense together, I'd be fine. I could run my own plays, but I'm just running coaches' plays because why not? But yeah, Lamar wasn't great in this game, but man, the offensive line. Oh boy. The offensive line in this game. First of all, I got to say is defensively was fine. I don't have a lot of issues with the defense. It's just the issue we have of closing out late in games or making stops late in games. Even with the defense being improved, they still struggle to make stops late in games. And that's an aspect that's still annoying. It still pisses out guy. Still pisses everybody off. But there's nothing I can do about that, and there's nothing anybody can do about that. You just hope they're able to. Should I run a screen? You just hope they're able to get it done. You know, when it comes to the playoffs, which I don't think they're going to be able to. But we'll see. There's some good blocking. Spin move. Ah! But yeah, I don't really have any issues with the defense. I don't know if you guys had any issues with the defense. I didn't have any issues with the defense. It's just the offensive line is so damn terrible. The offensive line was just not it today, man. Oh, not today, but yesterday. The offensive line. Ronnie Stanley is having an all-pro year. He's back to being the guy we've always known he could be. I'm glad to see he's healthy. I really am. Tyler Linderbaum is one of the best centers in football, and he continues to show why he is. So he's also good. And then you take a look at Roger Rosengarten, and Roger Rosengarten's been great. Can I get that there? Roger Rosengarten's been great. He's having a great rookie season, so I love what I'm seeing from him. But Falele and Makari, they're selling this team so badly. They are selling this team so badly. They are selling this team so damn badly. It's annoying. It's annoying to watch Stanley do his job, Rosengarten do his job, Linderbaum do his job, and then you watch Falele and Makari just get beat. If you watched the game yesterday, you could easily see. The primary issue was the interior offensive line. Crap, I made 2 plays. That's a false start. If you saw the game, the interior offensive line was so awful in this game. They got destroyed. It wasn't our edges. Stanley stood tall. Rosengarten stood tall. Damn. You take a look at how Makari played, and you take a look at how Falele played. Makari, I think he gave up 9 pressures. Makari gave up 9 pressures, man. Awful. So, yeah, you get to the fourth quarter, nothing happens. Eagles have so many opportunities in the fourth quarter to just put the game away, and they do. Ravens score a touchdown with 3 seconds left to make it look like it was a decent game, but it was a garbage time touchdown to pad the stats. It doesn't mean anything, and we all know it doesn't mean anything. Ravens defense played well enough to win. Ravens offense disappointed once again in the game, in a marquee matchup against a tough physical defense. I think the offense is starting to show that they're soft. Todd Monken is starting to show that he can be inconsistent. And Lamar is showing that, hey man, I've made those advances, but I might have to start being more aggressive. I think Lamar has to be more aggressive. And we hate it, but it's the only way these guys can win. I hate it too. Lamar's got to be more aggressive. We're moving forward. We're probably going to have to see more of those type of matchups we saw from Lamar in week 1. In Kansas City, when he threw for 272 and ran for like 125, you're going to need to start seeing more of those type of performances from Lamar. It seems like that's the type of thing that's going to need to happen. I think Lamar has been doing his job and been playing well, but he's been playing great, having a great season, career year for him. But because of how things are going at times, especially with this offensive line, Lamar is going to have to start getting a lot more aggressive. And he's going to have to start taking off. Told fans that Ravens should have played more aggressive when they were up 10. Todd got to relax and Lamar did too. And you can't do that with the Eagles because they won't stop playing. I mean, yeah. The Eagles are a physical team and they're used to being down and pulling comebacks. You can't just assume that everything's going to be peachy keen. You have to keep being aggressive. But the Ravens have always had this problem of getting too comfortable or playing too conservative in moments that they shouldn't. But yeah, that's pretty much the game. First half, Ravens had an early 9-0 lead and then made mistakes and then got relaxed, made mistakes, and then immediately Philadelphia just played the same way they've been playing all year, just slowly beating teams down and putting themselves in position to come back and win if they need to. And that's how they did it. Defense played well enough to win. Offense played poor enough to lose us the game, which they ultimately did. So it's just one of those type of things. You want to see more from your players. You want to see more from your stars as well. But man, it's a thing right now. And with this loss, the Ravens head into the bye week at 8-5. Oh, he already turned up. So they head into the bye at 8-5, and everybody has a lot of questions about the Ravens in terms of what do you do moving forward? How do you look at this team moving forward, and all these other stuff? I don't know if this is the route that can stick on. Oh my God, he was right there. I cannot believe the death. He just stood there. The linebacker stood there. He started moving and then just froze. Why did he freeze? Why did he freeze? Oh, he got me. I cannot believe he froze. That was a good one. He got me on that one. I'll give you credit. Let's see if this quarterback's going to take another deep shot down the field for absolutely no reason. But, yeah, Ravens are 8-5, and now they got this whole bye week to sit back and assess things. And you have to assess what you can assess from there. Don't know what to really say at this point. I would love to sit back and say things are going to change from here, but I don't have any belief that anything. I don't have any expectations, nor do I have any belief that things are going to majorly change. How do I miss that pick? I should have played cover 3. I should have played cover 3. I should have played cover 3. I should have just trusted that he'd take the other knee. I thought the safety would have been more aggressive. I should have played cover 3. Damn, you let him just... Okay, that should have been a tackle, but whatever. But yeah, there's nothing more to really say. They're going into the bye week at 8-5, and you got 4 games left, but you're gonna have 3 games within the next 10 days. They have 3 games within the next 10 games. Jesus. They have 3 games within the next 10 days, and they're going to have to figure it out. 4 games left. 3 of those 4 games will happen within the next 10 days. You've got to figure it out. Baltimore needs to win at least 2 games to make the playoffs. They have a tiebreaker over both the Chargers and the Broncos. So, I mean, and they have pretty sure they have the tiebreakers over any of the other teams trying to get in the wildcard round. Baltimore needs to win at least 10 games to get themselves in the playoffs. So with 4 games left, you got to win 2 of those. Baltimore will win 2 of those and get into the playoffs. But past that, they just look like a first-round exit. They look like a first-round exit, and nobody can say anything otherwise. They look like such a first-round exit. It's unfortunate. I'm gonna go with inside zone. It's so unfortunate, guys. But there's nothing we can do about that. Nothing we can do. Nothing we can do. It's up to them to make those changes. So yeah, that's pretty much all I needed to say for the game. But obviously, if I was just here to talk about the game, that would be if all I was gonna do was talk about the game, I wouldn't have started the stream. Harbaugh had his press conference, and everybody reacted to it and had their own personal feelings to it. If you watched the press conference, you would have seen that John Harbaugh is still the same guy he was when he first got here in Baltimore, and not a damn thing has changed since. Did you just throw this out of bounds? Why the hell did you throw that out of bounds? He was open. How the hell did you miss that? Yeah, if you were to see, if you would have watched that press conference, you would have seen that Harbaugh's still the same. I mean, I know what. Whoa. They're not in position. They're not in position. They're not. Oh my God, they blitzed me. How the hell did they get to me so quickly? When it's a play action pass, but yeah, Harbaugh's still the same guy. Ain't nothing changed. If you were hoping for a change, well, you were disappointed. Damn, where did the blitz come from? I didn't even see him. But yeah, he's still the same. They asked him about the offensive line, and he said he doesn't see them making any changes there. He likes what he's seeing. This is just typical Harbaugh. I was saying it all over Twitter. Harbaugh's ego is going to cost the Ravens in the playoffs. They're going to go one and done. His inflated ego is going to cost this team in the playoffs, and there's nothing the fans can do about it. And the worst part is he'll be back next year. You think things are going to change, but he'll be back next year. Oh my God. He'll be back next year. Nothing's going to change. Nothing is going to change. Harbaugh will be back next year, so if you think things are going to change in Baltimore, no. They're going to be a first-round exit, and nothing's going to change. It's so unfortunate that this man's ego is going to cost the team. His ego is so inflated, he's willing to let better players sit on the bench over playing them. Why is Falele, Macari, and Aguilar out there over Cleveland, Voorhees, and Johnson? What did we bring Deontay Johnson here for? What did we bring Deontay Johnson here? I'm still trying to figure out why was Deontay Johnson traded for. Why did they bring him to Baltimore? No specific explanation for why he's here. You brought him here for what? And apparently there's some situation happening there. Yeah, the situation is he wants to play, you don't want to play him, so he wants to be cut. He wants to be released. If you're not going to play him, he doesn't need to be here sitting on the bench. You were supposed to be bringing the guy here. Wow, make the tackle, dude. You were supposed to be bringing the guy here to do something, but instead, you got him on the bench. Rashad Bateman gets injured. Why did you jump? Oh, this got to be a false start. Okay, thank God. You brought Deontay Johnson here for this specific moment. I talked about it. Bringing Deontay Johnson here, the primary reason they brought him here was for depth. If Bateman or Flowers was to go down, Deontay Johnson, wow, they just tied again. Deontay Johnson was supposed to be that guy that was going to come in and be a depth piece. He was your number 3 receiver. Rashad Bateman goes down. Rashad Bateman goes down. And you don't put Deontay Johnson in the game. Classic Harbaugh move. Just classic Harbaugh move. Can't be trusted, can't be relied on, can't be believed in. Harbaugh is not going to change. He's the same egotistical individual he was when he first came to Baltimore. The only difference is he has so much more power now because he won a Super Bowl. Why does he have to take responsibility for his actions? Why should he have to change? Don't forget, guys. Oh my God, I'm not even paying attention to the game. Don't forget, guys. He won them a Super Bowl. He won a Super Bowl as a head coach, so he doesn't have to do it. Remember? Why would he have to try? Well, oh, good job on a pick. I got that right back. Why would he have to try? Why would he have to do anything different? Why should he change his philosophies, huh? There's no reason for him to do that. Why should Harbaugh change his ways? Why? Why should he change his ways? Why should he change his ways? They've given him all the power in the world, and he has all the job security you could ever possibly want. Why should he change his ways? Why should he change his ways? He's not going to change his ways. They're perfect. I have 3 timeouts. Why did I not? I'm sorry. I just the short hands. It's Smith. And he gets it up to the it's hilarious watching what's happening in Baltimore. It's hilarious. Harbaugh just does whatever he wants. I won a Super Bowl with this team. I don't have to try and do anything special or different. Why would he want to try to do anything special or different? Why wouldn't he want to put his pride to the side? Put his pride to the side for the sake of the team? You know Harbaugh's not going to do that. Why would he? It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Wow, that was such a bad underthrow. Put some power in it. Don't go on halftime 14-14. Or maybe they get a field goal. I don't know. Why did he massively underthrow? I don't get what happened. My quarterback stinks. Dude's open down the field. You can't air it out. He's open. Unloads to the wideout. Now 10 seconds left. They can let this one down. 32-yard line picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. Oh, they're gonna call timeout and kick it. I don't understand it, man. Harbaugh gets to do whatever he wants. He can let his inflated ego cost the team a chance to do anything special in the playoffs. Falele continues to stink up the joint. Makari continues to stink up the joint. Make some changes in the offensive line when they're playing poorly. Why would I do that? Why would I do that at all? It's unfortunate. Really unfortunate. I was hoping the Ravens would do something, but I didn't expect them to because it's John Harbaugh. It's John Harbaugh. But that's just how it is. I'm going to read some of your comments here while I'm playing this game. Ravens offense completely got lost, not the first time. Ravens offense becomes pass happy, very predictable. That's always been an issue with Todd Monken. It's time to replace Justin Tucker, John Harbaugh, and the entire special teams unit. They're not going anywhere. Still believe we're a Super Bowl team, just my opinion, but go Ravens. Yeah, you're entitled to your opinion. I would disagree. This is not a Super Bowl team. They have the talent to win a Super Bowl, but they're not going to with the way they're playing. Coaching's holding them back. Execution's been poor. They're an inconsistent football team, but hey, it is what it is. You're entitled to your opinion, but with the way this team's operating, this is not a team that's going to do anything. This team is going to be a first-round exit. With the way they operate, they are absolutely going to be a first-round exit. God, can I get one time before I get past the 20? Please.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Coach, he's played.
Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready.
Oh wait, Felton one-on-one on the outside. Safety. Felton, you have him. Felton, dude, one of the best receivers in football could not get off the line of scrimmage. No, that's
I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half. To get
I got all this space. I'm gonna take off. I got all this space. I'm gonna take off.
Oh, look out! There he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one.
But yeah, it's Harbaugh refusing to put his pride aside. It's going to cost this team the playoffs, and everybody knows it. What type of throw was that? He wasn't even leading this direction. You knew he was throwing to the outside. This quarterback, just so awful. And now there's nothing there. Now I got to take off. Oh my God. And then coach every time wants to do the same thing. Oh, let's run these deep out. Nothing's open. Absolutely nothing's open. Maybe if Prater can sneak through.
Looking for a huge play.
He doesn't even get it. You know what? I gotta play him. Because the coach's play calling is so terrible. I'm gonna trust my tight end one-on-one on the outside because he's usually developed. He's usually delivered in these situations. Wait a minute, Felton coming across the middle.
It's incomplete.
Jerry Jeudy's cooking the Broncos secondary. Congrats to him. He wanted to get his revenge. He's getting his revenge right now. See, Lamar becomes very clumsy trying to hold on to the ball too long, backpedaling. He's holding on to the ball too long because nobody's open. Did you see how? I don't think people understand just how much the Ravens receivers were getting locked up. The problem is that the Eagles were getting to Lamar with four-man rushes. The Eagles didn't blitz in that game. They blitzed like 17% of the time. That means they were doing a lot of 3- and 4-man rushes and dropping 7 or 8 players into coverage. When you do that, nobody's going to be open. When you are dropping 7 or 8 defenders down into coverage, you're not going to find anybody open. It's just not going to happen. So Lamar is standing there for 4, 5, 6, 7 seconds because nobody's open. And if nobody's open, that's where he has to look to take off. But nobody was open in these situations. You're expecting Lamar to just magically try to force the ball into a spot where it's going to get picked off. It's just not going to happen that way. How do you just let him sit there in the coverage? 3rd down and we don't do anything. Now, he is being clumsy and reckless with holding on to the ball, but Lamar's always had that issue. Is it still possible for the Ravens to win a Super Bowl this year? I mean, I guess technically, if you make the tournament, anything can happen. It's not like it's impossible. Let's not forget the Giants in 2007 and 2011 won the Super Bowl. I think anything is possible in sports. It's not over until it's technically over. As long as you're still in the tournament, you have a chance to win a championship. It's just highly unlikely that they would win. I don't think it's a situation where they have no chance to win, but I wouldn't look at this team and say, oh yeah, this is the team that's going to get to the Super Bowl. They have a chance to win, but I wouldn't. Oh, come on, pick that. Turn around and pick it. Ah, this team stinks. I always try to play as Maryland, but Maryland is not a good school. It's my school, but we stink. Tucker missed 22 points worth of field goals in our 5 losses. And we've also lost those 5 games by a total of 22 points. It's time to let him go. Yeah. We're cooked. EDC wasted Lamar's rookie contract, and we went into this season with an experimental O-line. We're not serious. When have the Ravens ever shown you anything different? This is how they've operated. This is how they've always operated, and they will continue to operate this way as long as John Harbaugh is at the helm and EDC. This is what they do. Okay? Now, EDC's been a good GM, but being cheap this year on the offensive line is going to cost them.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up.
And they keep using coaches garbage plays, but he doesn't even know what he's doing. We should be using some crossers here, but no. Let's keep trying to play the outside. Like, that's going to keep working. And oh god, it just gets battered. They're getting beaten up at this point. Can't even find any space at this point. Nobody's giving me time to throw. Howard gets over. Sorry, Prater gets over behind the defense. I can try to take this to the house. Does Prater got the speed? Ah, jeez, first and goal. Baltimore finds more ways to lose games than to win games. Baltimore is one of the best in the league at losing games. And they go, oh, he kept his feet. Touchdown. They're one of the best at finding ways to lose games. And they will continue to find ways to lose games. January is going to be such a crazy game, man. I'm telling you, bro. People are going to be crying after this. And most of us, the thing about it is I'm watching this year. A lot of the fan base have just accepted that this is what the team is. And everyone's already prepared for the first round exit. If John Harbaugh is ever getting fired, is John Harbaugh ever getting fired? Oh, no, he's saying if John Harbaugh is ever getting fired, I don't think it'll happen until after Lamar is gone 7. I'm sorry, I hope you prove wrong, but by the time he goes, it'll be too late. I mean, are you saying by the time Lamar's contract's up, he's just going to leave? Because if it's a situation where Lamar just spends his whole career here, that means Harbaugh's going to coach for another 10 plus years, which would be a complete nightmare for the fan base.
Looks like he's going to try to return it.
Oh, perfect. Just let him bounce out.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
I hate to admit it, Lamar's mom can't fix Harbaugh though. She can't, but she can at least awaken that fire in Lamar and allow him to be more aggressive, especially when he needs to. Because I switched to cover 2 too late. I switched to cover 2. He saw I switched to cover 2. I didn't. I was trying to set up the blitz and switch it to the right side. I accidentally got caught with cover 2 when I wanted to switch it to a blitz. Jesus Christ. And now they're just going fast. The middle of the field is just getting beat right now. Somebody's got to be aggressive because this is going to be a run play. Oh my god, on a sweep. We knew it was coming. We didn't know the sweep was coming, but our play calling, our guys are just not good enough to keep up. And I have to keep playing cover 1 just because I know these guys. I got to play cover 1, and he's starting to take advantage of the outside. If Tucker's missing and Lamar is missing, we're both in trouble. Yeah, I mean, if that's happening, you're just not going to win. Which is why we have 5 losses on the season. And you just whiff on attack. You don't even get him. If the O-line is missing, expect Lamar to clean up. Our personnel decisions at O-line are always weird. Tyreek Phillips, James Hurst, now this. Lamar can't help with field goals. Yeah. Damn, dude, just make the tackle. They're just getting bullied. Good God, make a tackle. Somebody's got to be aggressive. This defense is soft. At least bring one in to put pressure on Tucker. They're not bringing in a kicker. Harbaugh already said they're not bringing in a kicker. They believe in Tucker. We've searched and no one's better than Tucker, so we're not bringing him in. Oh, every time I do a shoot pinch, it always works out. Every time I run this play defensively, they always get a touchdown. Here we go. Oh, right up the middle of the field. They should have ran a pass play. That would have worked perfectly.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal.
I gotta send pressure. I gotta send pressure on third down. I can't play cover 3 here. And he chose to run. I'll take the 3. I'll take the 3. I needed to hold them to 3.
For no gain. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3.
Monken can't utilize this offense. No Deontay Johnson, Tyler Wallace, same old stuff. It's the same old stuff with the Ravens. Nothing's really going to change. I'm not giving up on Monken yet. He has done wonders for the Ravens. He's a better option than Greg Roman. That's not saying much. That's for sure. My concern is on Harbaugh and Justin Tucker. Saying Monken's a better play caller than Greg Roman is not really saying much. That's not, Greg Roman's not really a huge bar that you want to like use your assessments on. Oh, this play actually did. Okay, corner dig can work, but that single high safety is going to be concerning. Let me switch the play here. No, let me switch the play to the other side. Let's, yes, move the defense guessing,
and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this.
He's going to be able to. No one is there. Oh, look at Felton! 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 Gone! 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 Touchdown. Perfect execution. Perfect execution. I was scared the safety was going to catch that. I was trying to get Felton all game, and I was scared the safety was going to catch that. Oh my God. That was real fear. Thought I was going to mess that up. Real fear. John and Mike McCarthy are identical, lying to their fans and still living off of the past. These old coaches got to go. They've wasted enough talent. Unfortunately, they won't. Jerry seems perfectly content with bringing back Mike McCarthy for another year, and John Harbaugh's got another year in his contract. He's not going anywhere. We'd never say something was wrong with a defender or they were selfish. Stats guy for wanting to make a tackle, would we? No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. Buffalo might actually be in the Super Bowl. I'm not trying to hear the Josh Allen glaze. Please, Chiefs, don't let that happen. Look at that. Look at that. You'd prefer the Chiefs to just get back and get themselves another 3-peat over seeing Josh Allen, the Bills, in the Super Bowl. Don't matter. I already know how the playoffs are going to go. And Kansas City will be back in the Super Bowl. And Nick Wright will run his mouth like he always does. Because the AFC is so predictable, everybody can see it. We're not even going to pretend. Everybody can see it. The AFC is so predictable. Buffalo's not going to see it. We appreciate what they're doing right now. But come playoff time, Kansas City's just going to make it. Kansas City's just going to lock up. And everything we're seeing Buffalo do right now, they for some reason just won't be doing it come playoff time, and everybody will be confused as to why this is not happening. The only difference is it'll be a much closer game compared to what we see sometimes. You know what? I'm going to run cover 6 here. I'm afraid to see what's going to happen. Let's see. If he snaps this ball, he's not doing it. Oh, he snapped it? I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh! Got to jump for that one. Good job. Force the punt. Force the punt. I wonder what EDC thinks about Harbaugh right now. Doesn't matter. That's his next door neighbor. He's not firing him. If you've known Harbaugh since day one, absolutely is Harbaugh's to be this way with receivers. Yeah, he's always been like this. He doesn't like if they act like they want the ball. Ravens fans think that's cool. Yeah, so yeah, Zay doing what he was doing, I'm fine with it, but that doesn't work for Harbaugh. Check this out. Ravens are 8-1 when Henry and Ricard have more than 40% of snap averages. Don't matter. It's not like they're going to follow it. They're not going to follow it. 0-4 when they have less than 40% of snaps averages. Doesn't matter. They're not going to follow the lead anyway. They're just going to keep doing what they always do. Oh, man. This is a great... Ah, he caught it. Hit me. Oh, my God. Again, touchdown. When we had Jamal Lewis and Ray Rice, they were every down backs, meaning in until they needed to be PS spelled. That's what it needs to be with Henry's. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. It's unbelievable that 80% of the time Justice Hill is in, we're passing, and somehow okay to be predictable like that. The Ravens are fine being predictable. They want to limit themselves. That's what's going to cost them in the playoffs. They're too blind to see the issues, and it's not going to change anytime soon. The arrogance, as Coach DC says, we refuse to take our medicine. Harbaugh has always been like that. His early head coach pressers would be like this. We're not changing anything. We're just going to execute. Yeah, it's going to cost the team a chance here, but, you know, it is what it is. Nothing we can do about that. Let's not forget the special teams this year is awful. But hey, our 17-year head coach that was a special teams guy surely helps, right? Nope. Nothing's gonna change. Chris Horton's doing a terrible job, by the way. but nothing's gonna change. Never been a huge Harbaugh fan, but I stuck up for him in 18. After 2020, I was like, nope. Yeah, it is what it is. He ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. Harbaugh hasn't gotten better. He stayed the same, if not progressed. I've mentioned in games prior to Lamar even stepping foot in Baltimore that we've seen result in losses for this team.
Do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes
and just trying to solve the defensive riddle.
Do you have a feeling that our owner Biscotti is happy with the bank getting full in the term? Yeah, I've said this for years now. I've said this for years. Harbaugh doesn't change. EDC is not firing his neighbor, and Steve is perfectly fine with the results and being complacent. He only cares about making money. He doesn't care about the team competing for a title. As long as he can fill up seats and get paid, he does not care. He's a businessman through and through and only cares about money. He does not care about winning a championship. I've said this for years now, and I stand by that statement. Because if you cared enough, John Harbaugh would not be here. You had a young guy in Mike McDonald that you could have passed the chains to, but you chose to stick with this 17-year veteran and assume that was going to be enough to get them to the promised land. So when they're a first-round exit again, we could just run it back with Harbaugh next year. So prepare for next year to be wasted again, I guess. Oh, no! Right at the soft zone of the defense. Oh! He just beat me straight up. Lamar and Derrick Henry will have to do what Troy Aikman and Emmett did in 1993 when Jimmy Johnson left. Win despite the coaching. Good luck with this team. It's not happening. Might as well have fun in our losses. I wonder how many Bengals we'll get. Yeah. Yeah, did you see the Harbaugh presser? Yeah, we've been talking about it for a while now. All the typical phases. Forget making another 2024 Ravens cycle meme. We need the whole Bengal. It's not going to change. Are they going for 2? Oh, snap. I didn't realize. They're down by 2. Oh, snap. They're down by 2. No way. Ah, they just tied it. I'm tired of the Chiefs' voodoo magic. Yeah, well, that voodoo magic's going to get them another ring, so deal with it. Harbaugh should be on the hot seat. Not going to be on the hot seat. He'll be back next year. Nothing's going to change. His seat is as cold as the Arctic winds. Feel sorry for Jameis. He was 3 yards away from joining the 500 yards club. Good for him. Good for him.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They torched this defense.
This guy loves Harbaugh. That's I mean, I think he just loves money. And Harbaugh gets them a lot of wins, even if it's not playoff wins. Steve cared about that first Super Bowl. You could tell when he would give his year-end presser, he'd be like, hell yes. Cam Cameron is under pressure. Harbaugh stays same way at same way at the end of the table. Yeah, he cared back then. Not the same way now. Things change, buddy. Things change. You get that championship as an owner, you can get complacent. And that's what we've been seeing so far.
I know it seems like an easy pitch you had, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down.
I like it. I like it if we could throw it over the top. Howard! Yeah! First down. Perfect throw. Why do fans outside the Ravens fan base can't see Harbaugh's negligence? Because we live in an era where the only focus is NFL, it's a sports discourse. We see it with the NBA all the time. It's not about teams, it's not about coaching, it's not about none of that extra stuff. We only want to care about talking trash about quarterbacks. In the NBA, it's all about the superstars. When we talk about the Grizzlies, we don't talk about the team or the coaching or how the standards are. We sit back and we talk about Ja Morant. What did Ja do? Is Ja doing this or Ja doing that is why they didn't get it done. With the Lakers, it's about LeBron and AD. With the Celtics, it's about JT and JB. We only care about talking about stars. And when it comes to fans, I've said this for a while now. Fans will talk about all the issues and problems their team has, but when it comes to other teams, they don't care about that. They don't care about that at all. When it comes to other teams, they'll only talk about the superstar player or players. They don't care to talk about it. So in football, they don't care to talk about anything else. They'll only talk about the quarterback. Felton, open, perfect, touchdown. You do gameplay now? No, I'm just playing this game right now because I just wanted to play a game while we chatted about the Ravens. I wasn't going to sit here and really stress myself over anything here. Because I know a lot of Ravens flock were trying to stress themselves, but you know, life is so much better when you just accept things for how they are as a sports fan. I accept that the Ravens are this way. I've accepted it. I'm complacent. I know first round exit's gonna happen, and if that doesn't, first round exit will happen unless they match up with the Houston Texans, who's easy pickings for any team. If they get the Texans in the first round, they could mess around and win that game just because the incompetence of Houston might cost them in that game over the incompetence of Baltimore. But the divisional round, they'll go to Kansas City and they'll just get smacked around. And that'll just be the end of the conversation. You know, they'll just get beaten Kansas City and that'll be the end of the discussion. But I'm not really here to stress over this because I know what the Ravens are and I know who they are, and I've been calling it out for years and nothing has changed and the same issues are here. That's been here for over a decade now. So why call out anything? Why get mad? Why get frustrated? The Ravens are who we thought they were. They continue to be who we thought they were, and nothing's going to change. Should I all of a sudden get mad and get angry and come out with rants because the Ravens continue to be who they... Oh my God, he held on to that. Because the Ravens continue to be who they've shown to be over the last decade under Harbaugh. I see no reason to get mad. It is what it is. But yeah, the Ravens just continue to be... Oh, that's a flag, man. That's got to be a hold somewhere. That's got to be a hold. Oh, illegal man downfield. I'll take it. Wait till Lamar retires, whenever that is. It'll be decades of irrelevance. Oh, yeah, sure. Unless they luck out and get another good quarterback in the draft, which the rarity of that is high. You know, the chance... Oh, wow, he ran. Really? Yeah. Sad part is, at the end of the day, we'll probably won't win anything significant with Lamar. It'll just be the end of the day. Games sold with 2 pick sixes. It is what it is. Okay, what if the Steelers lose the gauntlet, Ravens steal the division, and then go against the Broncos or Chargers? If they get the Broncos or Chargers in the first round, maybe you could see them winning a wild card game at home, but I don't know. I really don't. I wouldn't be mad if Lamar goes to another team. He deserves better front offices that care about winning and overselling tickets. That's not going to happen. But, you know, it is what it is. You just got to deal with what you got to deal with, man. I don't want to play this. He's been starting to eat up cover one. I'm taking a gamble here. I'm taking a huge gamble here. Oh my God, I was right there to try to make the play. And he got it. I'm going to run to cover 6. Bo Nix was mid too. It don't really matter. Is Hamilton going on IR? No. Why would Hamilton be going on IR? Why would Hamilton be going on IR? I said nothing about him going on IR. Why would he be? The person that went to IR was Arthur Millette. Why would Hamilton be going to IR? Throwing cover 4 out at this point is just asking to be beat. So now you're low-key for the quarters. 2 minutes left. I don't want to play this. I'm still laughing how Harbaugh says there's no change needed on O-line after they got destroyed all game. You're surprised by that? It's clearly John Harbaugh's ego. You thought his ego was going to oversee actually being a smart team? No. His inflated ego is going to be there. I'm telling you, Harbaugh is willing to go down in flame with his guys. He is willing to go down in flame with his guys over putting Ben Cleveland in. I promise you, come playoff time, when Falele falls flat on his face and Makari's getting beat up and Lamar's running for his life and the offense goes stagnant again, Harbaugh's going to be right there perfectly fine with whatever happens. And he'll sit back and go make his prayers in the locker room and do all this other stuff and give his generic 2K. Oh, perfect. Excuse me. But yeah, same thing every year with Harbaugh. Same thing every year with the Ravens. He's willing to go down in flames with his guys over doing the smart thing and just playing the right guys. Yeah, it's really going to come down to this, huh? Oh my God, third down and goal. We might be going to overtime here. They're letting the clock tick. I don't want this.
A touchdown here on 3rd and goal.
No way. I didn't get to switch to what I wanted. John Harbaugh's philosophy in a nutshell. Say a prayer in the locker room and then keep it moving. Yeah, That Lions pass rush is crazy. Yeah, why aren't you playing defense against Purdue? I was. I didn't make the last second switch here. By the way, Maryland's defense is trash. I hope you realize playing with Maryland in this team. Maryland is not a good team. It's my school. That's why I'm playing as them. But our defense is garbage. I gotta start taking some shots.
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive,
Felton on a one-on-one is my best chance. 23 seconds left. Howard. Oh my God, I got hit. This offensive line stinks. Can't get any protection. God, let's see if the safety drops back. Safety drops back. Oh my God, I gotta call time on that. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. Defense can't stop.
Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. This defense has kept them
Play action
backed up.
here.
Now
Play action this late in the game is crazy. Come on. I get somebody. Felton. One-on-one.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, they're trailing in this
we're going to OT
game.
here.
The defense knows it, so they're playing
Unless
for
this
pass.
punt is
2 plays
terrible.
ago, they get the sack. This time they force an incompletion. Not a lot the offense can do here to catch them off guard. They're just going to have to make a huge play.
Bro, just going to overtime. That's what I'm doing.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way.
I hate this team.
He'll call for the
Now we gotta play. I'm not playing prevent. I'll do man coverage 3-man do, but I'm not gonna play like legit prevent. But yeah, the Ravens, they are who we thought they were. It's the same thing every single time.
Let's it fly deep
See what a ball
downfield.
actually coming. He's gonna pick that.
And this is gonna be
I'm not about to let you get a touchdown. Let's just go OT.
tie game.
He's gonna pick that. Oy, I know I'm gonna lose this game. Maryland's defense stinks. It doesn't matter. I can throw man coverage, zone coverage, disguise blitzes. They don't have the talent to keep up with anything here. It's that bad.
Yeah, I love this, David.
And then I'm trying to make the game more difficult for myself by just taking coaches' suggestions instead of calling my own plays. Because I know what plays work in this game, especially with Maryland's team. I could dominate with Maryland's team, but I have to use what coach comes up with. Occasionally, I'm gonna play defense first. If I can make a stop, I'll be fine. If I can make it, well, with this defense now. What's going on, George? I'm gonna play defense first because if I can make a stop, that means offensively we just need to score a field goal, anything.
2-point plays back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Packers could still upset the Lions in the playoffs. Well, a divisional, dude, this defense is so soft. I played even with man coverage. Even with man coverage, they still cannot get. Oh, God, this defense is so trash. I hate this defense. Look at this. He rolls in. He should have played 0 first. I was trying to switch to that. Maryland's defense is so terrible, I actually can't operate with this. Maryland's defense is so terrible, I can't operate with this. Yeah, I think the Packers, honestly, the only team I could really see that could potentially upset them, only team I could legitimately see potentially upset them would most likely be a divisional rival. I think a divisional rival is probably the best aspect to look at there. Literally took a shot on that one. Didn't even get to set the feet there towards what I was trying to do. How you feel about the Ravens? Nothing's really changed. The Ravens are who we thought they were. Like the title says, they are who we thought they were. Howard's supposed to come. Look at this. No protection. Be careful, you're going to get picked off. I'm not worried about getting picked off. My problem is I'm worried about the protection not giving me enough time to do anything specifically. And they're going to play cover 2. Who's got it better than us? Hey, man. Everybody's got it better than us. You know how it is.
On third down, he drops the throw.
You know how it is. I can take a. You got to hold on to the ball there, too.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They allow
The O-line in NCAA, it's terrible. You get no time to throw. You get absolutely no time to throw. Doesn't matter what team you use. Yeah, I mean, the game's broken for a reason. The game's broken for a reason.
Great execution by this defense.
Is that single high safety? My problem is Felton can win this matchup one-on-one. If they're gonna, but they're gonna blitz. Can I get? The question is, can I get this ball to Felton fast enough? I gotta snap the pass. Felton, right there, one-on-one. Touchdown. I needed to know if I could get this to him fast enough. I saw single high safety one-on-one with Felton. I knew I could get that touchdown to him, but I didn't. The pressure was coming. I needed to know if I can get it off fast enough. Thankfully, I was.
Now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here? Put this game in our
Don't mess this kick up.
What do you think?
And that's why I love
Perfect.
having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue?
Like I said, with Maryland, I know which plays work offensively, but the problem is defensively. Oh, great. I forgot. This is our chance to start now. Nah, we don't play defense now. They kind of switch and alternate. This is more of a play for Smith Jr. for the corner of the end zone. I want to see how this safety plays here, so I got to be careful. If he doesn't play this right, I got to take the check down. He didn't play it. The safety played it right, so I got to take the check down here. I got to run any more play action. People got mad at me for saying this game is going to be trash. It plays better than Madden. You don't have the annoying glitches. I mean, there's still issues with this game. Oh, man. Right there with the crossers, first down.
It's Smith. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the
I'm not trying to do anything over the middle of the field.
If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his
I could try to go another mesh here. I want to see what the defense is going to come out in. It's another single high safety, but you don't take a shot with Felton this close to the end zone. If Howard comes across the field on the left side, I'm going to go with Howard. Because he's going to be wide open. That's what I was looking for. Wide open Howard. What's your college team? Maryland. Okay. Now, here's the problem. I want to run the football. But the problem is Maryland does not have a good offensive line. So the best I can do is if I'm going to run this, I'm going to have to do a halfback dive because Maryland's O-line is bad. See, they're already lined up. I can't run this now. They're already lined up. But then nothing else works other than this. Great. All right, let's see if we can at least get two of this. I want to see if we... Snap the ball already! Look at the offensive line. Come on, fight for that yardage. 3rd down and 2. Again, it's just the same story. Again, crossers here with mesh could work, but I'm also looking for Hemby across. Yeah, we don't have an offensive line. This game is very accurate in that aspect. I can just take off. I got the legs. I'll take off. They covered that right side perfectly. I felt no need. Coach wants to go for 2? Coach. Should I go for 2? Because I don't want to. I know my defense is not going to make a stop. So should I go for 2 so we can probably call this here? Go for 2. All right. I might go mesh again. I might legitimately go mesh again because this gives me an opportunity to get outside. I want to do a run, but I'm looking at this and I'm just thinking, okay, yeah, this could work. Now here's the thing: if they send pressure, this is easily going to Hemby. If they send pressure, Hemby. Oh my God, this is what I hate. The second you try to take off, the passer cannot throw the football. The second you try to take off, if anybody that's played college football, you know this. The second you try to scramble, the quarterback just can't throw all of a sudden. So he couldn't lob it over the top. I didn't press it. I lobbed it. And all of a sudden, he couldn't do it. I don't know what's wrong with the defense. What's wrong with this game in terms of legitimately. I don't know what's wrong. He's going to take a shot here. Come on, thank you. Sad part is we can't even celebrate. We can't even, I just did a Jameis Winston. Yeah, I got to make a stop here. We can't even celebrate because I know I can't play zone. Look at this. We can't play zone. We actively cannot play zone. If I don't blitz, I'm cooked. Because the defense, they don't do well in man coverage. They don't do well in zone coverage. 3rd and 5. I mean, this is crucial. Oh, he's picked! Game! He's picked! He's picked! He's tried me 5 times with that! He's tried me 5 times with that! That's game. That's game. Alright, appreciate you guys stopping by. I was hoping he would take a shot. He's tried that 5 times. Every time he's tried to take a one-on-one shot when I blitz, I've picked him off. Every single time he's tried that in this game, he's got picked off. I can't believe he took a chance with that. I cannot believe he took a chance with it. Beautiful. Beautiful. I did not want to end this stream with an L. I promise you I knew starting this stream with Maryland puts me in a position where I could lose this game. I did not want to leave this stream with an L, okay? The last time I streamed, my team took an L. That was yesterday with the Ravens. At least let me walk away with a W. I'm so happy he took a shot on 3rd down. I knew it. I knew if I pressured him, it was going to work. You should be the new head coach. I can't turn Maryland around. We can find a way to win games in the clutch. Oh, I was praying. I was actively praying that he would allow me to do this. Edwards isn't the best, man. 4 interceptions, man. This is unacceptable. 2 of those were in the red zone. 7 touchdowns is cool, but it's like, man, you made too many mistakes. But nah, bro. 6 interceptions. I read him so good. Think about this. I picked off this quarterback 6 times, and we still gave up 40+ points. Make that make sense. We gave up 49 points. We gave up I picked him off 6 times, and we gave up 49 points. This defense is atrocious. Playing Maryland against anybody, this is one of the worst teams in the game. Not the worst team, but one of the worst teams. You cannot sit here and even attempt. I read it. I picked him off 6 times. Every time I blitzed him on 3rd down, he's tried to take a shot down the field. He'll run play action, and then he's going to look for the one-on-one matchup down the field. I picked him off in the end zone 3 times. 3 times. Anyway, guys, with that W, I'm going to walk out of here. We've said our piece about the Ravens. They are who we thought they were. This won't be the last time we're talking about the Ravens because we are in a bye week. So we'll be back throughout this week to talk about the Ravens, and we'll just go from there. I'm going to head on out because I do got work in the morning, so I just wanted to get this out because I said I was going to recap the game for you guys. And yeah, it was pretty fun. Glad I left this stream with a W because I'd have been so pissed if they would have scored a touchdown. I'm so glad. Can we talk about LeBron next time? You know what? I'm planning to do a few Q&As here. It's mostly pretty much going to be about sports, but I'm going to allow you guys to ask whatever you want in these Q&As because we are in the bye week. So ask your Ravens questions away. If you want to bring up LeBron, we could talk about LeBron next time on the stream. So I'll look maybe tomorrow. Well, I guess today's Tuesday. Either today or tomorrow, I may look to run the Q&A stream. We're probably going to do 1 or 2 streams for Q&A because we do have a bye week. So, you know, both the Commanders and the Ravens are on a bye week, so I have time. So we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you tuning in. Thank you so much for watching. There's still plenty of football left to be made. Let's see how the Ravens finish this season off. But for now, we are in a bye week. Let's just hope they can get things together. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you guys tuning in. And that's it from me. Be sure to stay safe and peace out.